Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Els Company from Bemis Crafty Corner, and today I'm here to tell you about a Scaventure. I actually went on a Scaventure. I know it's been a while. I haven't been in a couple of weeks. But I did want to tell you guys about the Scaventure I did. So today I got up and I had some place. I had to go meet a lady. And I will explain more about that when I get to what I got. So let me show you what we did first. Hubber and I got in the car. We headed out to go to Walmart. We had some things we had to get. And I said, let's just stop in a couple of thrift stores along the way. Let's see what's going on. It's been a couple of weeks. Maybe things have turned over. And he went, great idea. So we did that. In case you don't know, Hubber actually likes thrift stores. So the first thrift store that I went to, I found a couple of things. And I was like, yeah, I think I could use those. So let me show you what I found. So the first thing I found was this, and this is just a roll of fiber. It's just a roll of yarn or knitting thread or whatever you want to call it. And I put this in my fiber bins, my collection, my fiber bags. And if I run out of something, I like to be able to replace it with something different. So the fiber bags aren't always the same. There's pretty close, there's a pretty good base. Because obviously, I'm going to put the same fun furs in there because those are easy to get. But things like this, the little different ones, these are going to be a little harder to get. So they change out a little frequently. And I found this and it's brand new. And I went, yeah, that's cool. It's like a rainbow, but it's a muted rainbow. So instead of having red, it's got pink. And the green is like off green. And the yellow is more of a orangey colored yellow. And the orange is orange. And the blue is like a bright royal blue. So I was like, this is cool. So I grabbed it. And then I saw these, and I knew that these would end up in the garbage, basically. So I grabbed this. It's a set of 6. And it is a set of 6 cardboard coasters with wonderful vanillus cityscapes by artist Siget Ach. So they're really cool. And they're done front and back. And I just thought they're stinking adorable. And I have to have them because one of my ladies will love these. And so I grabbed them. And saved them from the landfill. Sometimes there's just things that I find that are just like, take me home. And I'm a sucker and I go, okay. So I found those. I brought those home. And then I was peeking around in their office supply stuff, and I found a column pad. This is a nice vintage one. It's nice vintage. And so this is from 1968. It's the copyright on this one. So I was like, these don't really sell for me. I don't know why. Other people sell them, they sell the whole book, and they're like, $15 sold! And I don't sell them. So what I do is I take them, and I only sell like 10 pages. For like $1 or $2, a couple of dollars. Just seems to work for me. This way you guys don't get a whole book. You get a few pages and you're happy. And then I saw this and I was so excited about this, I'll be honest. Because this is an unopened pack. Of course, it's the thrift store, so they tape the living crap out of it. But it was a brand new pack and it's old. This is old, okay? I'm going to warn you. It's old. And I will tell you what this is, if you've never seen this. Some people know what this is. Most of the older people do, but not the younger people. And you can see it is pretty old. This is carbon paper. Now, this is specific carbon paper. This stuff is designed to be used with pens and pencils, not a typewriter. So, this is carbon paper. And what carbon paper is the way they used to make copies back in the day. Like if they needed 2 copies of a document, they would put it in a typewriter, 2 pieces of paper with this in the middle, and it would type everything over. So I wasn't going to get it, and then I thought about it, and I went, there's some times when like the ladies want to copy something over, like a design or something, but they don't want to put it through the printer because they want to be able to like watercolor it. So I thought this would be really cool. You could draw, you could put your idea down, whatever your picture is, you could trace over it, transfer it onto whatever you were going to use, and then you could go over it with your microns and stuff and be able to watercolor it or paint it or use your markers or whatever you were going to do. So I thought this was really cool. And then right underneath this box, when I picked it up, I found this. Tattered Angels Tangled Pack, number 14. And I don't think it's been opened. It does not look like it has been opened. And there's 14 pieces, so, you know, I'll count them later to make sure they're here. But these are like for when you want to use your markers and stuff. You can make these any color you want. And I found those, and I thought that was cool, so I grabbed them. And I found one other item. I'm going to get these out of the way here real quick. And I found this, and I was really pleased to find this. And it's in its original packaging, which I thought was cool. So let me open this up real quick. And we'll get it out of here. And I'll show you guys what it is, and I'll show you why I was excited about it. So I found this, and it's this stinking cute little box, right? But when you do this, it's got a little handle on the top. I'm going to open this side up real quick, and I'm just going to lay this down so you guys can see. These are ink pads, okay? And they are, for the most part, still in the original package. And you can see they're color-coded. Let's see. Not packaged, not packaged. Packaged, not packaged, not. Packaged, 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 packaged. Not packaged, 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 not. And then if you close this up and you turn this thing over, there's a whole other set on the other side. Not packaged, 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 not packaged, not packaged, not packaged, not. So you can see more than half of them are still packaged, and these are just little ink pads. Okay, and they just sat in there, and they're gooey, but these are just little ink pads, and they just fit in this little case. And I thought that was stinking cute. Now, there's supposed to be markers with this, but there is none. But the drawer is here, and I thought, you know, that would be a great place to keep your acrylic block. And then you could take this with you or just put it up on your shelf. Just look at how much less space this will take up for ink, right? So I thought it was great. I'm going to put it back in the original box here because that's kind of cute to have the original packaging for it. And I found that, and it says right on it here that it is acid-free, waterproof, and fade-resistant. So it's not bad. It's 30 stamps, 30 ink colors. So I thought that was really cool. So then I went to the second store. And when I walked into the second store, I did not see a lot. I'll be honest. I did not see a lot. And I kind of got a little worried that there wasn't going to be anything in the store. And I was like, oh, this is going to be a bust. I came in here. There's all these people. And then I saw these. And these are supposed to be Stampin' Up! Ombre pads. And so there's like, you're supposed to use different intensities of ink. And on these, it looks like somebody just put the same ink all the way down them. But you can take each piece of this out and wash it, and you can put whatever colors you want on it. So I thought the stamp pads at least had value. And I saw this, and this is Stampology from Autumn Leaves. It is a silver clear stamp ink pad. So this is silver ink in here, and it's brand new. It's still in its plastic. And I thought, yes, cool. What else could I find? Well, I started to look, and you know I love my bags. And so I found a bag, and it had Stampin' Up's Night of Navy, Cajun Craze, and Sahara Sand. And I went, cool. So I looked a little further. I thought it was onto something. Smoky Slate, Basic Black, Old Olive, and Crushed Curry. Melon Mambo, Pink Pirouette, Flirty Flamingo, and Early Espresso. Then I found Bermuda Bay, Mossy Meadow, Soft Suede, and Crumb Cake. And not to be outdone, I also found Real Red, Daffodil Delight, Pacific Point, and Cherry Cobbler. And I thought I was done. And then I walked around another corner, and there was one more. And it was Garden Green, Rich Razzleberry, Pumpkin Pie, and Basic Gray. Now, if you don't know, that's almost the entire Stampin' Up! Color palette. Almost. There's a couple that aren't here. They've either been retired or this person just didn't have them. And I thought, you know, these are stinking cute. And they're in really good condition. And so I opened them up and I looked, and look at how juicy they are. They're brand new, right? They're brand new. So I was like really happy. And they're all like that. They're all brand new. So I was really happy with that. Stampin' Up! Makes some wonderful colors. They're not exactly waterproof, but they make great ink watercolors. And we'll talk about that in another video. So let me get all this cleared up, and then I'll show you what I really went out for. Okay, so what I really went out for. I spend a lot of time scaventuring in a lot of weird places. Aside from thrift stores, I do estate sales and lot sales and going out of business sales, yard sales, garage sales, moving sales. If somebody's having a sale, I go check. So, as a matter of fact, I was driving down the street, I think it was today, and Mike's like, craft sale. So, when I went out this morning, I went out because I was on the Facebook Marketplace yesterday, which is another place that I haunt. And there's a couple of other Facebook groups that I haunt too. But I went in the Marketplace because I always find some good stuff there. And I went onto the Marketplace, and there was a lady who was selling lots of acrylic stamps. And it was like, you can get one or you can get two. She had 2 lots. And I went, oh, let me see. So I asked her if they were still available, and she said, yeah, they are. Come on over. And I said, well, can I come over tomorrow? And she said, yeah, that's fine. Now, I'm not going to tell you the lady's name. I'll give you her first name. It's Jennifer. And that's it. She lives in Vegas. Her name is Jennifer. Her and about 17,000 other people, I'm sure. So, I'm sure there is at least 17,000 Jennifers in the world, that live in Vegas. So, went over and I spoke with the lady, and she, kind of a side hustle, she takes on, like, lots of different things from other people, and she lists them in the Marketplace, and she tries to sell them for them, kind of on a commission thing. And some of it's hers, and some of it she just buys outright, and then tries to make a couple of bucks off of it. And I said, you should try auctions online. And she goes, oh, I don't know. And I said, no, really, you should go on YouTube and do some auctions. And she was like, no. And I went, yes. And she went, no. And I went, yes. And she was like, really? And I was like, yes. So I gave her my business card, and I said, check out my site. I do the flea market once a month, and I do auctions and sales for people all the time. And I do my own auctions and sales. And, if it's something that you'd be interested in, get some lots together. I'll send you the video so you can see what I'm talking about when I say get some lots together. And we'll sell some stuff. This lady had to have about 4,000 woodblock stamps. I'm not kidding you. They were everywhere. She had dies and Cricut cartridges and ephemera and just everything under the sun. But I went there for a specific thing. So let me show you. So I got this big old bag. Okay? I can't take my hand off there because there's a name on it. And you know what bag it is. So, but I got this bag, and I want to show you guys what's in my bag. So what I went to get was acrylic stamps. And so I bought a lot of acrylic stamps, like a whole lot of them, like as in a sale lot. This is, one lot she was selling. And so I grabbed them. And I noticed in the bag there was, aside from just acrylic stamps, there were some stamp and die sets. Get this bag out of the way. There were some stamp and die sets, so I grabbed these. And, some of this stuff I'll put in my stash to use with the kids and stuff, but the vast majority of this will go into the store or into one of my sales because I won't be able to use it for that. And, we've got baby stamps, and there's these little houses, and look at this Fisker set of Christmas stamps, and then there's some Delusion stamps, lots of Inkadinka-Doo. There's these ones here close to my heart, more Inkadinka-Doo. These are clearly Gina K's. Art Impressions, got quite a few of those. There's some Forever in Times in here. I know this is a Forever in Time set. There's more Fiskars in here. This is a Fisker set. There's some Stampin' Up! Stamps in here. I think this is a Somewhere in Time set. This is probably a close to my heart set. Could be the same company as this one. I don't know what this company is, but they're very similar. They're both blue rubber. This is Impressions. This is, I don't know who made this one, but it's cute. And then there's this one here. This is from Technique Tuesday. And this is another Dilutions one. It's missing a couple of pieces, but you know. Then there's this one. I don't know what company this is from. Somebody might know. Art Impressions, Stampology. Just some cute ones. And there was like this one here. When I first saw this, I thought this was snow globes, but it's not. It's haunted house stuff. It's Christmas. It's Halloween stuff. I thought it was Christmas. But these are pumpkins and bats, and that's a cat on a broom, and that's a cat with a witch's hat on and a couple of ghosts. And I just thought, this stuff is stinking adorable. But I wasn't done. I wasn't done. Not by a long shot. So I'm going to clear this off my desk so that you guys can see what else I found, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the second lot I bought was in a Ziploc bag. And when I saw this bag, I went kind of crazy because we've had these before, and you guys love these. They are just, they're like mini stamps. And this one here is a little possum hanging upside down in a tree. It's just hanging there. We've got a book plate. Look at that, little gears. We've got a barbecue and some clothing and a Christmas tree. And this one says Happy Mother's Day, Cinco de Mayo, Spring. So it's like a May stamp. Then we've got some Christmas ones, lots of Christmas ones. Some scrapbooking ones, some baby ones, more Christmas. This is another baby one. Look at how stinking cute this is, right? It's like a little onesie. How stinking cute. Then there was this little set in here. Now, I'm sure, this is from Techniques Tuesday, and I'm sure that this has not been used, but it is yellowed because it is old, and it's from 2006, which makes sense. This is called Kabloom, and it's just little flowers. And then this one, this is a Fisker set. I'm pretty sure this is a Fisker set. So I found that one. There's another snowman, and there's one that says Celebrate, and there's a couple of scrapbooking ones in here. And then this one is the autumn stamp. We've had that one, and we've had spring before. And then we've got this little beach one, and some flowers, and a little kitty cat, and you've got some champagne, and then this one, which says Aloha, Luau, and this little leaf, kind of, you know, it looks a little mixed media-ish. And then there's this one. This is a little Halloween stamp that says Happy Haunting. It's got 2 ravens and a cat, and You're Spooktacular. And then this one says Frightful and Delightful, and I thought that was cute. And then there's another scrapbooking one, and there's another one that says Cocktails on it. And I thought those were cute, but these were stinking adorable, and it's almost a complete alphabet. These are like monograms. So you have like a little box you can stamp, or a little circle, and then you have like different alphabets, different fonts of the letter that you can stamp in there. And I got B, and I got an E, which I'm keeping, and the F, and the G, and the H, and the J, and the K, and the M, and the O, and the P, and the Q, and the T, U, W, X, and Y. So there's only a couple of letters missing. So I thought, you know, one for everybody. So that was the second set, you know. And so I was like over the top with this stuff. There's even some close to my heart stuff in here. And so I was over the top with it, and I just thought it was stinking cute and stinking adorable. And so I grabbed it, and, you know, I'll either have it in the store, like I said, or, you know, I'll have it in a sale if I can't use it with the kids, or if I already have it, or something very similar to it. So that's it, guys. Listen, do me a favor. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that red button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all of your friends. Then your friends can be my friends, and we can all be friends. And, you know, that's what community is about. So until I see you again, do me a favor and stay safe. Bye-bye.